back to the final episode of Alan Wake's American Nightmare. We are back at the drive-in, but we took a different entrance, and I'm actually going to go over here and look around to see if I can figure out realistically how we drove into here. I guess you could say through this gate, but it's kind of interesting that way. This is the biggest change thus far that we've encountered in each loop. This will be the final episode of the story mode of this game. We may come back and do a level or two playthrough in the arcade mode in the future, but most likely no. I'm more about experiencing and telling the story and having folks along with me. Oh, hey, buddy.
Do you?
Oh, that's Mr. Scratch up there just taunting us. Oh, no. Oh. That was dumb on my part. I thought I was far enough away, and I wasn't. So, yeah, had he finished me off there in one shot, and I would have deserved it entirely. So I got extraordinarily careless there. Hopefully I can find some light. See a light that way. I'm gonna go toward the light. But yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for joining me so far. As recording this, a little slow down there. Okay. As of recording this, currently we're sitting at 6 subscribers, and that's no problem. I do appreciate each and every one of them. Those 6 mean quite a bit to me. That's 6 people that. Oh, I did a stupid, and I died. I don't have a flare. That's 6 people that care to see what I'm doing, that believe in me, and I appreciate that. Now, maybe one day, a couple years from now, this video will have all sorts of views, and somebody will look back and be, wow, 6? But, you know, anything with a sturdy foundation takes a little while to get going. I'm okay with that. Sure, there's little things I could have done to probably got traffic through the roof early on, but I like the thought that even though I'm doing gaming playthroughs here, which is somebody else's work, I like to think that I'm putting my own spin in it while I talk about it and discover little things as we go along. I could have went through and plagiarized, for lack of a better term, other people's work, chopped it up and tried to pass it off as my own, or clickbaited to get traffic up. But I don't want to do that. I'd rather people be here because they like what I'm doing, they believe in what I'm doing, they have fun experiencing it with me. If we never grow beyond 6, then oh well, I'm enjoying myself. This is fun. Very cathartic, actually. But, yeah. Alright, I remember this time through. We're going to hit just the center button this time. I want to see if it makes a difference besides pump action. Alright, just the center. And it didn't trigger. What was that, Alan? Hey, not that. Let me pull it down and see what it does. Ain't nothing to do this time. I still love that little dance he did, but okay. I don't remember what the sequence was the first cycle. Second cycle, it was the middle, and third, it's the one on the right. At least there's no spiders. But surely the pattern is not that simplistic. I almost ran right into that face first. Yeah, surely the pattern's more complex than that, I would think. Oh, I dodged too early. Yeah, that cleared off a few. That's neat though. If that is the pattern, just 1, 2, 3. I'm actually really sorry I missed that. I'm fairly certain the first time through I did hit the. Well, I haven't even used the flare gun outside of that one episode. I'll pop something flare next time. We'll go ahead and go to this light to heal because I don't expect I'll come back this way. I'd like full health going through here. Oh, we're gonna get caught. Yeah, I may actually go back at a later time. I'm fairly certain I won't record it, but I might go back and just out of curiosity. You were hiding in a barrel? The darkness was hiding in a barrel. Scratchy, how's it going, buddy?
Never. Don't worry. I'll take care of your wife.
So, why do you?
Your life.
I mean, I understand that you're an evil doppelganger, but I don't entirely understand why you're after. Oh no, we got some more music that I got to talk over. Let's shoot a few flares to help out. That broke her shield. Okay. Well, I've been misjudging using those flares all along, and he's just taking it. Is that it? Nothing else? Yeah, music stopped, so that was that whole fight. This assault rifle, a little bit OP, but then again, it did take a lot of running around getting pages to unlock it. First time I played this game years ago, I had no interest in unlocking the weapons. I was here simply for achievements. I've lost the narrative of what I was speaking of. Oh yeah. I don't understand why Mr. Scratch is so... I guess that's fireflies? Oh no. That was not good. I don't understand why he's so set on the idea of taking over our life and taking care of our wife. I guess it could just be that he is a perverse reflection of Alan. Because Alan wasn't abusive by any means, but he was really a negligent jerk towards his wife in the first game. And she was just trying to help him out when he was facing writer's block, which is the worst thing possible if you're an author. And she took him to a nice little vacation spot and bought him a new typewriter so he could get the juices flowing, and he was just an absolute jerk about it. I'm not in a good way here. Yeah, he didn't beat her or treat her like dirt, but he was just very unappreciative and flipped out on her. Then, considering she was afraid of the dark, he kind of took his sweet time about... Man, that is super simple, just shooting with a flare. Took his own sweet time about getting back to her when the lights went out in their little cabin. So maybe Mr. Scratch would be a better husband. I'm pretty sure he'd be a more creative writer, because so far Alan's writing's been quite a bit pompous and egotistical. I'll keep this flare gun. Why not? I don't think I'll have to shoot anything else.
Again, the champion of light enters the
I forgot to,
trap.
or I would have went up on the hill and talked to Serena there. I'm certain that there's one of the manuscript pages, if you go back to her, they're in places that the game doesn't lead you to, but either way, I'm glad we didn't see her up there all messed up and out of her mind. It was late at night, the summer was almost over, there was a film noir poster visible, a spotlight illuminated the red fire extinguisher. Alice's film was in the projector. Alice is Alan's wife's name. I forget what she did for a living. I don't believe she was an actress, but it's possible. She might have been a film producer of some sort, but even then I doubt she was either one, because the dark entity from the first game fed on artistic talent to manifest itself in our world. That was its particular catch with reality bending. Oh yeah, I forgot you could do that. I don't think it's going to work since I've done that. We'll see. Tom the Poet. This particular image can call is a bit of a callback to the first game. His name wasn't Tom. I forget. I don't think it was Tom. Might have been Tom, but I don't think so. Who was an author that had come across this dark presence before Alan did. Forget his name. We'll put this film on here, and hopefully I didn't. It's this one. I gotta follow the mini map. Hopefully I didn't screw anything up by wanting to do a little gaming over there. But we are seeing a shift in reality here, heading into a cutscene. I will shine my light as long as I can.
Oh, come on, buddy.
Oh, hey, Mr. Scratch, how are you?
What?
The light from our projector seems to be hitting him, and it's doing damage.
No!
This was the weapon that we were looking for all along, a way of damaging and destroying Mr. Scratch.
You can't do this.
And
All I did was take the things you
it's
always wanted and never had to
really a shame that we only got to know him in this game. He is a very interesting character. I do like the dark edge of Alan was much more charming and charismatic and well kept. But now that Mr. Scratch has been dealt with, we can see what should have been going on all along.
Is it
We
really you?
get reunited with Alice,
Is it really me?
and this is something that we really wanted in the first game. Never got it, and the DLC I had hoped would allow us to meet up with her again, and unfortunately it didn't. But now we get it in this little spin-off title, which to me I always considered it a true sequel, even though it was never intended to be. It's the story after the story.
A man.
And then Alan decides to speak over it, and he's a worse narrator than I am.
Light of a glorious dawn. They both feel
That I may actually freeze frame that and use that as the
Are these actual events or merely
thumbnail there. I really
a memory or a
goofed
glimpse
up there.
of what is to come?
But his dialogue
One
here,
thing
where he's
is
talking
certain.
about
This scene
that this
takes place
doesn't take
in another
place
time, and
within the
another
same
place,
universe. Night
far,
Springs was a
far
fictional
away.
town in his series of books in the first game, which this opened the door to so many possibilities. Night Springs was something like Springvale or the Twilight Zone, where they had so much potential to tell different stories within this universe. They could have... It wouldn't have mattered if Alan ever escaped the darkness or not. You could have done an episodic series of several games using this as a template where you can beat the whole thing in 5-6 hours, and it tells another episode from Night Springs and had a little piece of a greater story and total with it. And then at the very end you could have thrown out Alan Wake 2, or even had like a really epic ending. But as it stands, it is what it is. Maybe one day we'll get another Alan Wake game, but we end at the beginning. Thank you for joining me. Oh, no. Capture. Turn off.